How's it going, guys? Welcome to the channel where I'll give you all the tips and tricks you need to improve your game at FIFA Pro Clubs. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. Now, this is mainly a manager's guide so that when you're analysing your matches afterwards, you can see where you can improve and where errors are being made. In this video, I'll go through defensive positioning, attacking positioning, as well as transitions from one to the other. If you enjoy these kind of videos, please hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out. 4-1-2-1-2 along with 3-5-2 are the two most viable formations currently in competitive pro clubs. The strengths of the 4-1-2-1-2 is that you have an extra central midfielder in comparison to most other formations where there's only three. So when playing through the midfield, in central areas, it's a little easier to get through. The biggest weakness of the 4-1-2-1-2 is that you've no wide midfielder as such. Therefore, any team with focused attacks on the flanks will put a lot of pressure on your fullbacks. So here we have our formation. So from the early transition, so when the keeper has the ball, either from a goal kick or he's made a quick save, naturally he's going to look for a quick counter if possible. If it's not on, straight away, right centre-back, left centre-back, go to the corner of the box. Not all the way out wide, you just want him here just at the corners. CDM drops in, right back push up a little bit, left back push up a little bit, but not too far. You don't want them up here by the halfway line, just in between the LCB and the LCM. For the team to close off all these options, they'll be pulling players out of the centre. That's the idea of this play, so keeper, take your time, wait for everyone to get into position. If all five of these players are marked up, that means there's a lot of space in here. The goalkeeper has the option to the left back, to the CDM, to the RCB. You can go wide. You can do a cheeky chip into the centre midfielders if you're comfortable enough. And if nothing else is on, just go along and play it safe. In terms of build-up, so we'll say the goalkeeper's played it to the LCB. Straight away, we have a triangle here on the left-hand side. So the left back, the LCB and the LCM, nice triangle here. What you don't want to see is the LCM pushing wide like this, making a very awkward angle for the pass. Or you don't want the left back pushing on too high or being too deep. Always try and keep a nice triangle. So you work it to the left back, works into the LCM. That's the left back's license to push up. Once the LCM has the ball and is a safe possession, left back can push up and form a new triangle with the cam. Again, you can work it easily through here. Of course, if that's not on, if they've blocked off the left hand side, you're going to have a triangle on the other side, and you can repeat on the opposite flank with the right back. So you work it in, again, left back can push up another little bit, and we have another triangle here to work it forward. So that's generally how you're going to work the ball forward, with little triangles down the left side or down the right side. If for some reason you can't get through the flanks or they're well marked, and it goes to the CDM and the CDM's working on the ball, LCM and RCM need to drop a little bit and stay wide, and cam needs to drop in. The cam must not stay up by the strikers. You're going to get overrun in midfield and you're going to lose possession. Straight away, we have a triangle here, we have a triangle here, you can work it out. And again, like before, when it gets to the cam, left back, drive forward, make that angle, work it up to the striker, and again, triangle. This is a scenario where you'll see quite often when playing this formation, where you're passing it around, you're keeping the ball, and slowly, everyone's pushing up. Your right back is high, your left back is high, CDM has snuck forward. Now you're very vulnerable. And this happens a lot with the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. As a manager, you need to be watching your radar, especially if you have a long possession. In the other half, players tend to sneak up. If you ever see only two players back, straight away you need to tell your right back to drop in, or you need to tell your CDM to drop in. But you must always have three at the back, no matter what. And having three back doesn't mean having the two centre backs here and then the CDMs kind of in and around, floating in around this area. It needs to be right in there, in between the two centre backs. Same with the right back. If he's dropping back, staying out here wide is no good. You need to get tucked right in, have a back three. Also, I mentioned earlier that you don't want the ball in this area. Sometimes it's unavoidable. There's no other option, and the left striker moves up wide to get a bit of space. From this position, you never want crosses in. The other striker is not going to be very big, or cam's not going to be very big. You might even be inside the box. Playing crosses into one striker is a complete waste of time. This ball needs to go back. Every time needs to go back. From here, once it goes to the left back will have a quick look. Sees there a little ball into the LCM, ball into the cam. If there's nothing on and it's really congested in this area, if your CDM has stayed back, if it goes back to the left back, CDM jumps up straight away to receive that recycle. Once he gets it, right back's gone, RCM's gone, CDM's looking to switch play to the other side. Once he switched it, he's got to get back in again. So let's say you've had a shot, the keeper saves or goes wide and it's a goal kick. Straight away, everyone needs to be getting into position. One important point when playing this formation is you need to know what you're playing against. That will determine how you're going to press, how you're going to set up from goal kicks, and how you plan on winning possession back. So in this scenario, against a back four, that's generally what you're checking for. Is there a back four or is there a back five? Have they one CDM or have they two CDMs? That's all you need to know from the goal kicks. If it's a back four, one CDM, like we have here, as we said earlier, the weakness is down the flank, so straight away, you need the left centre forward and the right centre forward on them fullbacks. Do not let the fullbacks get the ball off the goal kick. Don't let them get them off the centre backs. The goalkeeper will generally either go long at this stage or he'll go to one of these centre backs. Again, if the centre back gets the ball, do not close them down. Let them have possession. What you want to be doing is cam, stay nice and tight in the CDM. If the ball gets played into him, that's fine. Stay behind him. Don't let him play a passive pass. Force him to go backwards every time. Now, if you try and win the ball, so he plays in here and you're going to try and predict which way he's turning, or you're going to try and win the ball as such, you're going to get done. And he's going to spin you, he's going to come around, and then you're in big trouble. All you got to do is stay close to him. Don't let him play pass forward if you can at all, and force him back to the centre backs. Again, stay tight, follow him wherever he goes. Same for the midfielders, you have to stay tight. What can sometimes happen is there's a goal kick and suddenly everyone's like drop, 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 drop. Especially in pro clubs with less experienced teams, is once it's a goal kick, the cam's going to be up here pressing, he's going to be up here pressing, and the midfield going to drop back here. Now it's so easy for a team to play out. They can play a couple of quick passes between the back four, they can get it into midfield, and all of a sudden they've all the space in the world to play a nice little ball in for the strikers. But to stop that happening, Cam, you need to know exactly who the CDM is. You need to find him and close him down. Don't let him get the ball from the goal kick. Left striker, right striker, take out the fullbacks, and then let their centre backs have the ball. Now the centre back's not going to dribble the pitch and score. He's not going to play a beautiful ball over the top. So let him get the ball. Let him dribble up here if he wants. If he tries and plays a pass to one of these midfielders, you have a very strong chance of winning possession back. If you do, big space in behind. Strikers, you want to track these fullbacks. You can keep tracking them all the way back here. You don't need to be coming all the way back defending. Just keep following them all the way back to, say, the halfway line, just during the early build-up. Another popular formation is the 3-5-2 that you'll come against a lot. You'll notice this straight away, so there'll be 3 centre-backs and there'll be 2 CDMs. Against this, left striker, right striker, pick the outside centre-backs. Let this guy free, same as what you do against the back four. Let the centre-back have the ball if he wants. Cam's going to take him out. He's going to take him out. Now, this may sound risky, but I always advise push right up on these. So fullbacks need to be a little braver and push right up, and CDM drops, and then you're covered and your high press is ready. But the key points against the back three, fullbacks have to be brave and push up. CDM drop right in as a centre back, so you have a back three. They've only got a Cam here. The other midfielder can pick him up. You can let the centre back do what he wants. Wait for him to make a silly pass, because he's going to play it long, because you're going to stay tight here, you're going to stay tight here, tight in the wing backs. It's very, very difficult for a team to push out. Now, if they've good movement and they get away from your press, you may have trouble. The aim of this formation is to win the ball back high, so you're going to press aggressively. Now, when you're defending, let's take, for example, the opposition has kept the ball for a while, you're finding it hard to get it off them, and they've worked the ball into your final third. How you're going to want to look is your right back's here, left centre back, right centre back. CDM needs to be dropping right in. So let's say the opposition has worked the ball through the midfielder, keeping possession quite well. If they've worked the ball into your final third, what you want to be looking like is with your CDM right in here as a centre back, LCM and RCM tucked right in here. They're going to turn into 2 CDMs. Your Cam is going to float in around this area. He can push wide if he wants, but he's generally going to be looking for the ball on the counter. So if you win it back, this is the guy you need to be passing to. You can stay wide, you can stay central. He just needs to find space. Left striker is going to be kind of in between the two, and right striker is going to stay right up on the last man. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you found it useful. And again, if you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.